Welcome to the second part of 3 parasite presentations for HLRM 170. In the first section, we covered what parasites are, how they cause loss in livestock production, and we covered the common protozoan parasites in Alaska. In this presentation, we will cover some of the common helminths. The helminths are classified into nematodes, which are roundworms, or platyhelminths, which are flatworms. The platyhelminths are further divided into trematodes, or non-segmented worms, called flukes, or cestodes, segmented worms, called tapeworms. The helminths go through a number of life stages where the egg or larvae is the infective stage and the adult makes its living off of the definitive host. Nematodes or roundworms cause more damage in livestock than all other groups of internal parasites. They infect almost all species of livestock and live in the GI tract or lungs. They burrow into the lining and live off of blood. Nematodes cause damage in a number of ways. First, they damage the GI tract lining and reduce performance of the organ. Second, they consume significant amounts of blood. And third, they release waste products and toxins that make the host animal ill. There are different categories of roundworms based on where they are found. Some make their living in the lining of the stomach. They are common and found in all livestock and are a major cause of damage. The adults live in the stomach wall. Eggs are passed from the host, hatch into larvae, and contaminate pasture where they are eaten by an animal and where they travel to the stomach and mature. Roundworms damage the animal by penetrating stomach lining and reducing digestion of nutrients. Young undernourished animals are hit the hardest. The symptoms are anemia, paleness of the gums and whites of eyes, a dull hair coat, scours. Severe infestation can cause weight loss and death. Another type of roundworm is called the strongyle, that lives in the intestine of the host where it burrows into the lining, causing scar tissue which reduces the efficiency of absorption. The life cycle of strongyles are similar to stomach worms. Note, eating of contaminated pasture grasses is key to the infection. Most damages caused by strongyles are anemia, scar tissue that reduces digestion of nutrients, and major cause of colic in horses. Poor feed conversion is also a damage. The symptoms are anemia, weight loss, scouring, loss of appetite, prostration, and a rough hair coat. Another rather impressive roundworm are the ascarids. They can grow over 12 inches in length. Imagine having 30 or 40 of those critters sucking the life out of you. Ascarids have a different life cycle, where the eggs are picked up from contaminated pastures. Larvae burrow into the intestine but continue feeding to the liver, heart, and lungs, where they are coughed up and swallowed. They reach the intestines a second time and develop into adults. The damages ascarids cause are pneumonia, weight loss, lung damage, colic in horses, and the symptoms that show are weight loss, dull hair, and colic. Lungworms are found in all livestock species. Lungworms affect the circulatory system and the lungs. The life cycle of lungworms are, the eggs are laid in the lungs of the animal, then they are coughed up and swallowed, the eggs hatch in the stomach, and the larvae are passed. They develop in moist earth or water, and then they are ingested by the animal host, where they burrow into the lymph nodes and are carried to the lungs, where they mature. Fast or forceful breathing and coughing, fever, and the animal goes off of feed and water and is reluctant to move are all symptoms of lungworm. The damage they cause are mechanical blockage of lungs, collapse of the infected area, and blockage of the windpipe. Trichinella is a nematode, not found in livestock but common in Alaska. It can be found in pork, horse, or bear meat. Adult trichinella in the intestines of the host produce larvae that migrate to the muscle tissue and become encysted. A human eats undercooked meat and that is containing the cysts, and the larvae mature into adults in the intestines, and the larvae are shed that burrow into the and encysted in the muscle tissue. Ouch! Stay tuned for the third part of the Parasites for HLRM 170.